Hi there, Pumpkin. Did you know that CBDCs are coming? We have to front run the next narratives that are going to come into crypto, and it's all to do with control, manipulation, and of course, tightening the gates so people don't exit the current monetary system. CBDCs are coming. Here is a Google search for the US Fed Now. What's happening is, of course, look at this. What is the Fed Now service? At its core, the Fed Now service will enable participating in the US banks and credit unions to safely and efficiently transfer funds instantly, 365 days a year. Of course. So all of this is made off the backbone of crypto. And by the way, friends, please like, subscribe, press the bell button and all. Thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of you. So I have been brought some critical information from the land of Australia. Maybe you've heard of us down here. In Australia, if you go through, there are now groups talking about cashless businesses because in Australia, to let you guys know, all the major Australian banks have at the same time, coincidentally, I mean, we know nothing's a coincidence, right? But coincidentally, all of them have aggressively been phasing out cash. I think we're now down to something ridiculous, like you can only withdraw like $700 cash. They're killing ATMs. You can't get your money out. Of course, this is part of the financial system, friends. We know how the fiat system works. This is exactly part of it. But look at this. If you click on through, this is Australia's largest bank, Commonwealth Bank. Have a look at, do you recognize these names? HSBC, JP Morgan, Citicorp. Look at these, friends. JP Morgan is 14%, HSBC custody nominees 22%, and many others. Have a look at this. JP Morgan again. 13% ownership here, HSBC. It's fascinating here. All of our major banks have JP Morgan. So yes, we are controlled by US of A. Thank you very much, friends. I salute you all. I love you very much. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And look at this, even here, Johnny Zepp. How can we be as a US citizen change it here? So it's just funny to see. All these pictures just show these shareholders. It's like people are starting to wake up. But what is it actually going to translate to? Because when it comes down to it, if you have a look at these, yes, all these banks in Australia, they're owned by America. But what is really going on? We know what's going on, okay? Before CBDCs come in America, so before CBDCs go full on in USA, they will probably test it in Australia. And that's exactly what's going on. So effectively, we know what's happening, friends. The money supply. So if we go and we check, I'm going to find you the money supply. If you go to TradingView, type in M2SL. The money supply has been going up, which means all our purchasing power has been getting crushed. We've been losing purchasing power over time. You can see it with inflation. It became very obvious from the zombie virus. So because it's going up, there's a supply, our purchasing power of our fiat is going down. We are now hitting a critical point because the debt is too large. And you can even see here, friends, you can see these countries. If you're looking closely, you'll be able to just have a view that a lot of this debt has been programmed to go up. I mean, US of A, super hot red. Everybody has been pushing upwards. In Australia, ours isn't that bad. But hey, at the end of the day, it all comes down to the world reserve currency. And you see, this was always programmed because what's happening is, of course, we are hitting the limits of the fiat system. This is what is always going to happen from the very beginning. There's nothing we can do about it. Of course, everybody can kick and scream and say they're going to go cashless or they're not going to go cashless. But at the end of the day, the M2 money supply goes up and it's going to keep going up. Everybody keeps spending money. It's interesting. When a politician comes in, they always vote for who is going to spend the treasury another way. So Team Blue is going to say, we want to spend it one way. Team Red says, hey, let's spend it another way. But they both are doing the same actions. Both candidates of both teams or whichever color comes out, who cares? They're both just talking about, there's a pizza, let's eat the pizza. They will never ever say, let's take 1 week off from eating pizza. They'll never ever say that because no one's going to vote for that person. Everybody wants to believe that we can keep spending and keep going through. And of course, everybody wants what we call entitlements. This is just the limits of the fiat system, friends. This is what happens once you start to train everybody to keep spending. So, of course, now that we've seen JP Morgan, US banks, big power here in Australia, what's most likely coming next is the CBDCs are going to come to Australia. We will probably see them roll out first. And all they're doing is, and it's funny, we're in crypto, but all the CBDCs are is just a poopy version of Tether, a poopy version of USDC, but you just have a little wallet on your phone and you're able to send money faster. But this is the most important aspect of all, because once they have everybody's wallets in, so when they have everyone with a signed up e-wallet, then they can have total control over you, and especially the money supply. So this includes spending, saving, rates. This is their final goal. The tentacles are here, right? We have to use a cute little octopus emoji. This is exactly what's happening, because right now there are gates. You can leave. They're closing the gates down. The gates represent going to gold, owning the gold medal. Gates also represent crypto. Have you noticed how they keep banning crypto? They keep trying to say, "Oh no, crypto's all scammers." It's obvious. If I made you the dictator of a system, this is exactly what you would do. You'd say, "Well, firstly, I got to stop everybody from leaving, etc., etc." So once they have these CBDCs coming out, of course, they will be able to. You see this spending part? They can see where you're spending, what you're spending, and they can control it. They can also control your savings and your rates. So they will be able to control total control, will be able to give different savings and loan rates based on your age, demographics, socio-economic status. So that's what they can do. So like, for example, they might say, well, if you are under the age of 30, your savings rate in the bank is 1%. That's the most you can ever do. But if you are over the age of 60, your savings rate in the bank is 5%. That's what they can do. And they can also do ones based off your demographics. Maybe they want to boost certain lower socioeconomic parts of different countries, maybe in Australia here. So they'll give you cheaper loan rates, for example. Instead of paying 5%, they'll give you like they'll give you a bit of a discount. Now, what I'm doing is I'm dressing it up to you in a very nice way. Of course, we know it's not nice, because you have to stay in the fiat system, right? All they're doing is they're splitting up the piece of the pie, but they're not making the pie bigger. In the land of crypto, specifically, when we talk about the beautiful things that Bitcoin and Ethereum have been able to bring us, this is increasing the size of the pie. The pizza gets bigger in this land. There will be a cute little pizza merchant. The pizza, actually, we get more slices. We get a bigger pizza, but they don't want you to talk about that. They want you to look at what they're looking at right now. So with these CBDCs, they are coming. Does this mean I'm bullish on crypto? Yes. But then they're eventually going to screw us up, because people are obviously going to stay using these for convenience. People are going to be used to what's all digital money. It's interesting. Money's already digital right now for the most part. But once we start getting the meme out there, we're going to see more people participate in the notion that, oh, what is actually money? What is the currency? People are going to start to get in their minds that money is just a ledger. You know, this is like a 10, 14-year-old concept in Bitcoin. We understand money is a ledger already. It's just an Excel sheet. It says, I've got +5, you've got +2. I send you 1, it goes -1 from me. Now you have +3, I've got 4. That's all money is. It's a ledger system. So when we start to get the meme of this ledger system in everyone's mind, and everyone starts to think about what actually money is, we probably will usher in the final laggards, the skeptics, into crypto. So I know this is great because it means, hey, we get another cycle, but also it's not great because we're going to inflict a lot of pain on people. Because I believe when we look back from the future, this will look like they gave us a Bitcoin BlackRock spot ETF, and then we had the final pump before they crushed us down. That's what I think it's gonna look like that when we look back in the future. But as we're living it, you won't be able to tell because you're inside the bubble. We won't be able to tell what's going on because the price is going up. Everyone's cheering. Everyone thinks the next leg is higher and higher and higher, but then it stops. So what we are probably going to see is there might be, maybe there's an Ethereum ETF. Maybe speculation about it here. Maybe Gary Gensler gets replaced. Maybe there's softer words. Maybe CBDCs come and they like stable coins. Just some words, whatever it is. They throw it out in the media, friends. It's all speculation. Perhaps another country adopts Bitcoin and joins El Salvador. You see how I'm just throwing out any of these narratives? Narratives mean nothing, friends. If I give you a bag of jelly beans and you're sitting there with your fluffy slippers, you're straight back, you're sitting there, you say, I want some jelly beans. it doesn't matter whether I give you the purple one or the pink or the green or the white. It doesn't matter. I said a jelly bean, right? You're going to eat it. It's the same thing here. These narratives that appear at the tops, they are literally just cute little jelly bean lollies. It doesn't matter. There's no difference between the purple and the pink one, just slightly different taste. It's got the same amount of sugar. It's the same size. Who cares? When you pick one out of the little bag or the jar, it actually makes no difference whatsoever. Oh, there's an equal chance. It could have been a purple one or a pink one. It's the same thing with these narratives. That's why I'm telling you, whether we get one country adopting more Bitcoin up here, whether, I don't know, Spain government starts liking it, maybe Turkey adopts it, maybe another African country, it doesn't matter. It's going to be some narrative. It's going to be some institution. They're going to say their big numbers, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, we are here for one reason. Firstly, to confirm our friendship together in the comment section. Thank you very much, friends, for liking, subscribing, press the bell button and all. And secondly, we're here to buy low and sell high. That's the most trusted investing principle we have. It's the only one we have. We buy low and we sell high. This CBDC part, I know it brings about a lot of negativity. A myopic view. We're thinking about, oh no, what's going to happen? Total control. Look, that's outside of me and you. We can't do anything about that. As much as we say crypto is meant to be the guardrails, the lifeboat. Yeah, we say this, but look around you. 99% of people, they don't actually want that. They just want to be early to something and for the price to go up. That's what they want. All right. So you might think, okay, that's easy. We just buy here. But that's what I'm telling you right now. When it gets to the danger zone, right? So because remember, I can still be wrong. And I hope this is only 70% odds. There's still 30% chance we go up higher. But if my 70% chance plays out here and Bitcoin is dangerous around the $80,000 zone, and we don't actually hit 100K, if we get there, I'd like you to remember one thing. All it takes is for the government, the Fed, the evil insider, the scum. It just takes their control to send prices down. And you know, all those people who said they hate CBDCs and they want to live on a free private island and crypto is the future because it's saving us from the government. You know, all those people who say that, 9 out of 10 of them will be cursing Bitcoin down here. If this happens, 9 out of 10 of them will be going to the government, bending over and saying, please, please regulate it. Please ban it all. It's all evil. It's all bad. And they will never, these poor people, unfortunately, they will never put 2 and 2 together. But luckily for you, we are friends and you get to listen to this information now. They will never ever put to the fact that they launched the Bitcoin BlackRock spot ETF to get everybody in so that when they finally approve it, Mum and dad can go to their stockbroker. They can just type in Bitcoin into the search bar. They can go buy it. And what they don't know is they'll be buying a top right before a big collapse. And of course, I don't think the collapse is going to be giant, but what do I know? Just guessing anyway. But I just think this will be so painful because remember, for me and you, like if this happens, right? Like, oh, whoop-de-doo, 50%. Who cares, man? We dropped 50% in like 3 days in crypto. But when you get mum and dads in, 50%, it's like 99% wipeout. It is just like our altcoins. Just that pain, 50% is exactly what people are in there for because the S&P 500, people will lose their minds after 19%. So once you start going down in this super speculative thing that is not backed, because you know the stock market, yeah, 20% down sucks, but the government will print. The government will come and support it. They will come and do whatever they can to print, sacrifice the currency. They will do whatever they can to save the S&P 500. But with crypto, we're all on our own. So being down 3 times as much as the S&P 500, so triple the pain, and you have less pillars to defend you, that's going to hurt even more. So don't forget, yes, CBDCs are coming. Yes, even Australia, we might be the test trial guinea pigs and everything, but at the end of the day, it's almost like this is all programmed already. Whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter, friends. I'm here to make sure that I make the right decisions. You can follow who you want. I don't really care. Well, of course, I'm here just trying to save friends and family because really at the end of the day, these are just odds. All right? 70% chance is not 100% chance, but it's also not 0%. There is this chance that they are actually going to scam us and they're going to do this to get their final basically regulations in. This is what personally, like I'm just trying to imagine I'm an evil dictator. I would do this because, remember, they couldn't send us to 0. It was so obvious they wanted Bitcoin to go down on 5K down. They really wanted Bitcoin to go down, 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 and we didn't. So they're probably going to usher in another wave here. They're going to take more advantage of it next time. This is what I feel. I feel like the universe is saying to me, right? I've got my ears perked up. I'm thinking they're planning for this round 2. They're doing more choke points in the future. Markets are going up without them because we're an international market, because it's not just the USA now. There are other countries. So I think when they come for the next Big Daddy one, they're going to really make the most of it just so they can solidify what they want for the CBDCs. And it might include things. You already saw the language. They don't want any tether, no USDC, no stable coins, only their pre-approved ones. They must have backing. They must have all these super, super strict regulation. But of course, that's what it is. And let me tell you, at the end of the day, there is no need to be upset because this is pre-programmed. And hey, it is the game, all right? We can't be upset that we got 10 and 5 on the poker table in our hands. We can't be upset at that. It happened. Yeah, we wanted pocket aces or we wanted pocket kings, but we got a 10 and a 5. We have to play whatever's given to us. This is not the end, friends. It's just the beginning. And our friendship will continue, of course. Tell mum and dad we're still going to make it. CBDCs, they are evil, but they're coming whether we like it or not. Like, subscribe, press the bell button, and all. I'm going to catch you in the next one.